Never thought that I would see the day when the FBI and the IRS, the Department of Justice are all working together to protect one political party to the detriment of another that they keep attacking. It is quite shocking, isn't it?
It is. We try to lay that out in our report. We try to compile the evidence, the record of abuses, and it's really a chilling record. And I think it's gotten a lot of attention here in Washington. A lot of conservatives on the Hill and around town, I think, have really come to the conclusion that very serious reforms are needed. There's a strong push. It was reflected by the president of the Heritage Foundation, Kevin Roberts, in some of his statements reflecting this sentiment that there's really a need to, at least for Congress, to take a hard look at starting the FBI over from scratch, really rebuilding it as a new agency from the ground up. And so this report is an effort to put some flesh on the bones as to what that might mean, what it would entail. And we set out 11 elements that we think logically Congress would need to consider if it were going to take on the project of rebuilding the FBI. And
let's talk about that. Yeah, let's talk about it. Let's break down this 11-step plan. I don't know if we'll get to all of them here, but we're going to give it a try here, Stephen, because I think everybody is hungry for an answer to the solution, because this is broken. When you have FBI agents not doing their job investigating or being deterred or not being allowed to approach certain suspects, like Hunter Biden, you're not allowed to talk to him, and that Hunter Biden's being tipped off, which we now know it has been verified. I mean, these are disturbing allegations that have been verified. What are these 11 steps? Where would you like to start?
So the first one is to take a fresh look at the jurisdiction of the FBI. Really think about returning the focus of the FBI to its primary function, at least traditionally, which is law enforcement. Since the attacks of 9/11, it's taken on a new mandate of intelligence gathering, foreign intelligence. It's part of the intelligence community. And that has really become something of the prime directive of the FBI, trying to stop attacks and threats before they develop, which made sense after 9/11. I think it's timely for Congress to consider if that still makes sense today, to have that intelligence gathering function married with very powerful law enforcement tools. Because the problem we've seen in recent years is the intelligence gathering has been focused or targeted at Americans and the exercise of constitutionally protected rights. And also the real question you've hit on about whether the FBI has been politicized and is directing its fire at one political opponent versus another. And so a major question is, should the FBI focus its law enforcement efforts at particular areas, particular types of crimes maybe that are not covered adequately by other departments or agencies of the federal government, or that are beyond the reach of state and local law enforcement? So just a really fundamental rethink as to how broad should the FBI's jurisdiction be, and should it include that intelligence function? So that's sort of step one, a major step, but very important.